What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Columbus Aviation, and welcome back to my fictional Lake Erie Regional Airport. This is the November 2025 update number 2. I thought it would be kind of cool to start doing bi-monthly updates of this airport since it's smaller. I'm also here today with a special guest, being JJ Aviation, so that's really awesome. It's really crazy to be collaborating with somebody like that. So with all of that being said, let's hop on over to the passenger terminal at Gate 1. Over here at Gate 1, we have this Allegiant Air Airbus A320 headed out to Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's currently just loading on passengers and will be getting out shortly.
Next to that, at Gate 2, we have the Delta Airbus A220-300 arriving in on the Detroit service today, which has received a nice upgrade from the CRJ-900, now on the wonderful A220-300 for MAINLINE out of Detroit into Lake Erie.
Pushing back from Gate 3, here we have a Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ-900. This is going out on the inaugural turn back to Minneapolis-St. Paul. This is now the second airline doing this route, competing with Sun Country. Let's see how long this lasts. I think this will do really well, as Sun Country so far has not decided to pull out, which they did pull out of Cleveland. So they're doing really well here so far. So is this route.
Beginning with the United section, we have the United Express Embraer 175 arriving in from Chicago O'Hare. No major changes to report here for United into and out of Chicago for Lake Erie Regional.
Over at Gate 5, another route with no major changes. Here we have this Boeing 737 MAX 8 operated for United in the Being United paint job. This is going out to Stars Tempe's fictional Seattle North International Airport, which is in real life supposed to be located where Payne Field is in reality. So that's pretty cool. Nothing to report here, no frequency changes, although it might be bumped up to a MAX 9 in the near future.
And now, waiting for an open gate, we have this American Eagle CRJ 700 in from Charlotte. A bit of a quiet addition to the Lake Erie network, but this service should do pretty well on the CR7. Hopefully it gets upgraded to something like a CR9 and perhaps even long-term, perhaps a mainline with a 319 on this. So great service here for Lake Erie.
All right, and just behind that, here we have an American Airlines E175 wearing the Republic Airways house livery. Fun fact, I've actually spotted this and both of the other registrations in the same livery in real life. This is coming in from Chicago O'Hare and just waiting for an open gate. This is a slight upgauge from the typical E170 on this route. However, this is just a one-off tail swap, and it will typically be operated by the 170. There are no foreseeable upgauges on this route yet, as United is seeing a lot bigger success, as they typically do in Chicago. So now let's move on to the FBO and taxiway.
And now at the FBO, we have the JetBlue A321. This is with the red fuchsia sharklets. And I forget the aircraft name off the top of my head, but I remember seeing this in Orlando a little bit after I got this model. But this is in on a charter flight from Boston, and it's going to head back out there. No idea who's on this charter because, quite frankly, at least in my experience, about half of the charters that I've spotted, I've never been able to figure out who exactly is on board with concrete evidence.
All right, just in front of that, here we have this NetJets Bombardier Challenger 650. It looks like they might have forgotten to put their flaps back up, but, you know, oh well, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so let's say this is coming in from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and going back out eventually to Albany, New York.
And making its last visit for the season is this Sun Country 737-800 from Minneapolis. The seasonal service coming to an end on the very day that this video comes out. We look forward to seeing Sun Country back in Lake Erie next season.
Over here in this kind of odd little corner beside the FBO, here we have this Skybus A319 taxiing in after landing from Columbus, Ohio. This was just doing a quick ferry up These are going to end up getting repainted and sold to Flow. Also over here on Flow's little ramp, you can see an Air Transat A321 Neo and another Skybus A319. These are also going to be repainted and transferred to Flow fully. They finally decided to just buy the 321 outright rather than continue leasing it. These will end up going down on sunny destinations, or going down to sunny destinations, hopefully by January.
I completely forgot to record an outro live when I was recording this video, but I just wanted to say thank you guys all so much for stopping by, and thank you, JJ Aviation, for joining me for this update. This was a great time. So, without further ado, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Please be sure to check out some of my other content and subscribe. Columbus Aviation is now signing out.